Hey everyone, just wanted to do a little vlog for you and quite a big improvement in recovery. Quite a big milestone has been achieved today in the recovery from my tongue cancer operation and also neck dissection operation. So I want to sort of vlog it, and then it's there for posterity. So I'll get on that for you in a second, just to say that if you're enjoying the vlogs on the channel at the moment, please can you like, share, subscribe, and thank you so much everybody for doing that. So it's 10 days now since the operation, and since the operation I haven't really been feeling like I'm in control of my tongue. It's very hard to explain it. But I think my tongue has been through such an ordeal in terms of cutting it open, taking out the cancer, stitching it back up again, that I just haven't felt like my brain is controlling what my tongue is doing. It's like my tongue's almost been asleep, really. It's almost gone to sleep through bruising and swelling and whatnot. You know, the connection between the tongue and the brain through the nerves and muscles just hasn't really been working. So I've been working my tongue, moving it around as much as I can, speaking as much as I can, eating what I can, but somehow it's just not felt, you know, natural. It's not felt like my tongue is or my brain is commanding what my tongue is doing. But tonight I had some dinner, it's something soft, just pasta with a cheese sauce, but for the first time in 10 days, it actually felt like my brain was commanding my tongue. And so through my tongue, I could keep the food in my mouth under control, because the thing with this is, that I've had, you know, as the tongue has gone to sleep, when I have been eating, it's been kind of things like I could choke at any moment, that the food could go down into the airway, you see what I mean? So I've been having to eat very, very carefully on the left side primarily, and just eat, you know, tiny little bits, very carefully, small bites and whatnot, but receiving, it felt normal, it felt natural to put food into my mouth and for my brain to tell my tongue what to do with that food, and my tongue to be able to control, you know, where the food is in my mouth and where I swallow and whatnot. It's very difficult to describe this, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. That, you know, it just felt like my tongue was asleep, really, and not. My brain wasn't commanding it. It wasn't under command. It was just doing its own thing, or primarily just sitting, you know, in my mouth and not really moving a great deal. But it feels so much better, or did feel so much better, you know, to eat tonight. And I think this is a big moment on the recovery path. You know, I think this is a big moment on the recovery path where the nerves and muscles are beginning to fire again. So the connections are being remade between my tongue and my brain via the nerves and muscles, and it's all beginning to fire back up. It's all beginning to wake back up, if you like. And so I just wanted to vlog, you know, vlog this pretty significant milestone on the recovery process. I'm so happy that I can finally begin to eat and, you know, move the food around in my mouth. It feels natural. The feeling of food on my tongue feels natural, and my tongue is moving the food around in my mouth in a natural sort of fashion. It feels you know, such a relief that that's where we are now on the recovery process. Obviously, still got a long way to go, particularly in terms of the speech. As you can hear, the speech is still not back to normal, and probably won't be for several weeks. I may never get back 100% how I was, but if we can get back to like 85-90%, then I think we'll be doing well. But I think I'm understandable, you know, it's okay. And yeah, we're just going to see how the speech progresses over the next few weeks. I've still got quite a bit of swelling, still got stitches and that in my mouth. So yeah, you know, we'll just see how the speech goes. But certainly in terms of eating and moving the tongue around, definitely there has been a significant, and I do mean significant, a big step up, significant improvement, a big step up that has taken place today. Mark asked a question. Does it hurt to laugh? Mark Kanish wanted to know, has it been hurting to laugh? Mark, yes, it did when I had the operation, and in the days afterwards, it doesn't hurt now. That's when I was eating. I was able to eat on this side, on the right-hand side. As well tonight, so without any pain, which is a first as well. So again, that's another big step up. I'm finally eating pain-free, and I'm speaking to you now pain-free as well. So a big improvement in the tongue today. But yes, it did initially, Mark. It did hurt to laugh. So I tried to avoid laughing. Now it's not a problem. Few people notice that I've got like a slight beard has appeared. That's because I haven't been able to shave since the night before the operation, 30th of March. So I'm having a cut to the neck. I've got staples in my neck, and I'm having them out tomorrow at NGH, and then I will be able to have a shave finally. So it's I think about the longest I've ever gone. Without having a shave this, and yeah, so I'll be able to have a shave and tidy myself up a little bit when I get home from NGH tomorrow. I've always shaved with a with a razor, wet shave with a razor ever since I was 15, so 30 years nearly I've been shaving with a razor, but no more. I'm had to invest in an electric razor, and I'll be using that for the next few months. I think I'll probably be able to get back to like wet shaving with a razor eventually, but certainly for the next few months while the scar settles down and so on, I'm going to have to be shaving with an electric shaver. So it's been 30 years shaving one way, and now I've got to change that and shave in another way. It's just, again, it's a small point, but it shows how cancer affects everything. Even the things that you don't really think about, cancer can affect them. So I haven't given any thought, about how I would shave really, until a few days ago when I noticed that I needed a shave, and I thought, well, how am I going to go about this? And I looked into it, and no, it's got to be I've got to shave with electric. For the time being, but it's not a problem, it's just an indication. But again, cancer does affect everything. I've been feeling rather reflective today. I've had a good day. I've been watching some of my old videos and live streams back on Gav's Weather, on the Weather channel, and I had a look at the Plunge into Darkness live stream, and it was very, very funny. Wasn't it? 30th of August, 2020. How young did I look then? I look old, Can't believe how I've aged in like 18 months, over 18 months. But no, it's a very, very funny live stream. It gave me a laugh, I had a proper laugh this afternoon. Watching that, and especially when I did my Emperor, did my Palpy. And everyone was in darkness, and 15 minutes live streaming with a blank screen. I still can't really believe that I did that. I can't really believe that I did. It was certainly my worst moment, but also my best in a way, because the way I recovered then, I recovered, didn't I? Gav recovered it and pulled it out of the fire. Yeah, I have not seen it, but it is on the channel. You've got to go back to August 2020, you've got a lot of videos to go through, but it's still there. If anybody wants to see that live stream from Sunday, 30th of August 2020, then they can, on Gav's Weathervids, and yeah, it was my worst moment, but I pulled it back. Didn't I? I pulled it back, And I made the best of it, and I recovered it, I think, to some degree. Of course, you never completely recover when something, horrible like that happens to you. But I did my best. To recover it, and I carried on, didn't I? Like a pro. I carried on like a pro to the bitter end, and by God, was it a bitter end. Anyway, right, I'll be vlogging. I'm so sorry, but I was on a tangent. But I'll be vlogging again tomorrow. I'm having Staples out tomorrow at NGH, and I'll vlog, when I get home, and you may have a look at the scar once the Staples are gone, and see how it's all looking. But I wanted to do this vlog, to chart this pretty significant milestone in the recovery. I think we've hit a pretty big moment in the recovery today, with my tongue finally beginning to wake up, and the connections begin to fire again. It's coming back. My tongue is starting to come back, and I'm very, very relieved. Okay, more vlogs to come soon. But for this one, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.